Okay, hello. Hi, guys. Okay. All right. So I am going to do a quick reading. I'm going to do a quick reading about energy. All right, so I want to call over some protective energy over the space. All right, so dear divine, please bless and charge me with the energy to bring a balance to my complete being, to the collective's complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Everything that is above is below. Hello. Okay, so I have a question. All right, so what's our name on here? Because it still say the Black Goddess, and I want to make sure when I'm saying what's up, good morning, Rich Rising, not good morning, but Rich Rising. Okay, it is a wonderful morning. It's a wonderful rising. Okay, but yeah, Amazing Grace. What's your Cause baby, I'm gonna start saying, look, I'm gonna be like, Rich Rising, sis. You know it's Rich Rising. Let me see, what incense did I just pull out? Actually, oh, Shri Ganesh. Actually, I'm not gonna burn Ganesh incense. No, don't be over this platform. Let me get some other incense. I need different incense because the projection is wild. Okay. So I'm actually going to burn Hi John the Conqueror. I was on your channel yesterday too. I was on your channel. And I was going to make a suggestion to you. Okay, Amazing Grace, YouTube updates are doing this. Okay. You have YouTube Studio? If you have YouTube Studio, go in YouTube Studio and change your name on YouTube Studio. And then make sure that your YouTube is up. Make sure like your actual YouTube Studio is updated, and make sure that YouTube is updated. I was looking at that. It's so funny. I was on your page yesterday, and I was on your page because I had seen part of your live, but I didn't watch the live. I came in, I heard what you were saying, and then I was like, okay. I end up clicking into your page, and Amazing Grace, I end up clicking into your page, and I was like, oh, okay, she got some classes I seen when you were in the car. And I was gonna make a suggestion. 111 up here too. I was gonna make a suggestion of create a playlist, because I was like, all right, she got some classes. Let me go see if she made a playlist. But I seen you didn't make a playlist, and I was gonna text you. Actually, I was gonna text you this rising and tell you to create a playlist for your classes that you're doing. Look, so I can catch up and not be mustard. I'm trying to catch up and not be mustard, okay? And so create a playlist for your classes. You're a teacher, you are a healer, you are a divine being, and you are meant to be on different platforms, okay? You are meant to be on different platforms, and nothing or nobody should be able to run you off of where you need to be healing at. You know, like where you need to be healing other people. So there is a lot of, and I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to the collective now, okay? There's a lot of projection energy. And when you're an empath, we pick up on a lot of energy. And so there is somebody actually in the collective. So what I had to figure out over the years is that I had to figure out you know, how my energy is out here and how other people energy is out here. Okay, I don't just study myself, I study other people. And so I'm burning High John the Conqueror incense, and then I'm also gonna burn Sri Krishna energy incense. I say energy, okay? Incense. The reason why I'm going to burn Sri Krishna is and High John the Conqueror, because both of these will help figure out the give some type of clarity, and they cleanse the energy. Okay, they cleanse the energy. So if you listen to Sri Krishna's flute music, or any flute music, whatnot, right? I'll share some in my community tab too. Sri Krishna is a avatar of Vishnu. Um, um, and yeah, okay, y'all. I'm gonna get into this reading because the projection is high, especially on my empaths. All right, this is Scorpio season. Technically, Vedic astrology, we on the tail end of Libra, y'all. And but we're going into Scorpio season. All right, if you still follow West the cards that I pulled yesterday was games, food, and magic, right? And so last night I sat at the desk. And I was looking at this particular card, right? And it says, what no longer sustains you in real life? Where do you see yourself in the food chain? Is your life abundant, and are you lacking in any areas, right? And so when I was looking at this, I was really studying into this card, and I kept hearing something about things that have sustained you in the past, things that have fed your energetic field. And I kept getting like the things that you study. Okay, the things that you have studied, not studied down, but the things that you have studied. In order to really truly gain wisdom, one must forget a lot of the knowledge that they have. Wisdom is absolutely gained by experiences. Okay, wisdom is gained by experiences. Rich rising, Lori, rich rising. And so this card right here, it says games, right? Now, it says, do you feel that you need more fun and play in your life? Is someone playing games in your work life or your personal life? That was a big clue to me on what was being fed to you, okay? Now, it says, do you need a game plan? It says a game plan. I promise y'all, it says a game plan to improve your status or your direction, okay? And then magic, right? And it says shift your focus to a positive view. You are interconnected and linked with a magic thread. Believe in yourself. You have the magic. I never read this card yesterday. I really didn't read this card. Everything I was saying, I was going off of intuition. Um Everything about these cards, I was going off of intuition. But then after I got off of work, I sat there and I read these cards before I cleared my desk. You know, I actually left the whole spread up all day yesterday. And so I took a picture of it, of course, and then I was sitting there, and I posted about the shadow work, and I said what destroyed me is what created me. And a lot of uh, let me not say miss. A lot of half-ass knowledge. Yes, a lot of half-ass knowledge has actually destroyed me. Okay, I am a person that if you tell me we got to dig a hole, we have to dig a hole and bury the food in order to eat for the rest of our life. Okay? We have to dig a hole, bury the seeds in order to eat for the rest of our life, right? I'm a person that is I'm going to go buy all types of books and figure out like, well, do we need to germinate these seeds first? Do I need fertilizer? Do I need like, what type of fertilizer? Do we need horse shit? Do we need like liquid fertilizer? I'm a type of person that is like, okay, well, do we need to plant these? What if we plant them in the wrong season and we miss the season and then the seeds never sprout? You get what I'm saying? I'm like one of those type of people, right? But the information that was only given to me is we need to plant the seeds in order to eat for the rest of our lives. Okay? And so when I be coming on as a teacher, and it's time for me to teach other people stuff, I be trying to give a lot of information. And this is why I say, y'all hit me up, 346-702-4044. After everything that happened yesterday, right? Lori had reached out to me and she texted me. I don't think it had anything to do with the live, right? But on her end, it may have something to do with, maybe it's something that she heard in the live. Maybe it was something that popped up like, oh, well, let me remember, like, this came to me. This is something. Maybe it's something on her end. But at first I was going to reply with the smallest message, right? And then I was like, wait, let me take my time and actually reply to this message. I end up sending her like a long passage. Like the things that's coming up, that's in the energy, it's a lot of projection. And what I was going to title, y'all, I'm kind of jumping here, right? But what I was going to title this reading was things that your partner needs to know. But a lot of people don't have quote unquote spiritual partners. We have like, our boyfriends, our girlfriends, our husbands, our wives. But let's be real. We have our brothers, our sisters, our moms. But let's be real. None of them is doing as much work as we are. If you're showing up to the classrooms, if you're teaching the classrooms, they're for sure not doing as much as you are. There's always one person that's more physically led and one person that's more spiritually led. And that's in every partnership. Even if you get another spiritualist as a partner, right? Even if you get another spiritualist that's a partner, there's always going to be one that is like, okay, we're gonna make this page, we're gonna do this, we're gonna set everything up like this, and then you have one that is like, yeah, I need to meditate on this, and then I got this in a download, I received this in a dream. This is what a relationship really truly means. When you break down the word relationship, it means receiving information from the other side, okay? But there's connectors, right? Right. Okay, guys, I'm back live. I hope that y'all can hear me. Somebody let me know that y'all can hear me. Y'all probably can't see me right now because I have to, I'm just removing things in my bathroom real quick. We're getting our bathroom redone. And my leasing office decided that they wanted to call me last minute and tell me that they're going to do the bathroom today. So give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. I have a mirror in my hallway. I have to move. They know they be last minute. I talked to this lady yesterday, and she did not tell me nothing about no mirror. I mean, nothing about the hallway bathroom. But luckily, I kind of had a feeling that they were going to start on the bathroom too. So, but look, we deserve these upgrades that we receiving. So, I'm super excited about it. But my house look a mess. My house look a mess. But I'm off this weekend. I have some studying to do to get my certification, my inspection certification for the for the restaurant. So I have to do that this weekend. But I'm also gonna clean up my house. Alright. So that's it. Alright, I'm going back on. Alright, they said they don't want to bump into anything. That means I need to move my air fryer. I just told my husband, I said, we about to live such a simple life. Like, we literally about to live such a simple life. Because this is too much stuff. Like, just the bathroom and the kitchen alone is taking up everything in my living room and my dining room. Okay. All right. Okay, we back. We back. Okay. Okay, so hopefully everyone can hear me or whatnot. But sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me hit myself with some Florida water. Okay. So hopefully everybody can hear me or whatnot. So look, let me finish. Okay, sound is perfect. Thank you so much, Lori. All right, so let me finish saying what I was saying about basically, you know, the all right, so I wanna just jump right into it because y'all know I only have like 40 minutes on here. Look, I only have 40 minutes because I'm gonna be on time, so I have 40 minutes. But so projection, being an empath and and people projecting energy off on you, it's really it's real, okay? And then this food card, it really stood out to me, okay? The other two cards stood out to me as well, and this is how they were: magic, food, and games, okay? This is how it was set up yesterday. You've been doing good and staying committed, okay? Thank you so much, okay? And you too, y'all have been really committed to y'all healing journey. And so this energy, so what I was going to title the video was, I was going to title what your partner needs, right? What your partner needs. Because even in my own personal life, y'all, I won't talk too much about it because I sent my husband my YouTube video yesterday. and the live that I did yesterday, and I'm going to send him this one too. So I don't know. Okay, he in Aquarius, y'all. He in Aquarius. He got a lot. He got a Scorpio stellum, a Sagittarius stellum. So I ain't even about to play games with him. Okay. So anyway, look, I ain't about to play games with him. But and intrude. But y'all, so I sent him the video, and I'm gonna send him this video as well too. But I really just want to, because I know it's in the energy, and I know that it's not just my energy. You know, being a life path number one, being an empath, being a manifesting generator, someone who knows that, you know, success comes with partnership. When I have literally been through, you know, and I won't talk too much about it. I won't talk too much about it because we already talked about it a lot on this channel. And you guys know what I have already been through, where somebody wanted me to feel some type of way right when a breakthrough was getting ready to happen. And that's exactly what's happening here, right? It's what you're being fed. This food card stood out to me so bad yesterday. And it's very simple, right? So you have the red grapes, right? I mean, not the red grapes. I said red grapes, but I meant the purple grapes here, right? Purple represents the crown chakra, right? The red, it represents Mars energy, action energy. And so when I think about the purple and I think about the red being here and the red being here, and I'm thinking about, okay, what else is here? There's a lot of green that's happening in this card. Okay, there's a lot of green that's happening in this particular card, which signifies grounding energy. Okay, grounding energy. The games. On this particular card, she's covering her head. And the games is trying to come through your crown chakra. All right. So let's go ahead and see why they want you to feel this type of way. Okay. Let's go ahead and see why the energy wants, the energy that is being felt. Let's see, why do they, oh my goodness. These just jumped out, okay? So you have the Seven of Pentacles and then you have the Eight of Pentacles. So from the very beginning, the Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, there's a lot of there was planting of some sort of seed, right? That took place. And then the Eight of Pentacles, there was work that was done. Y'all, I'm going to read this straight out of the book. Okay, I'm going to read this straight out of the book. Because what? So, generosity and charity, okay? And both of these are upright. The sage never tries to store things up. The more he does for others, the more he has. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong one. Y'all, look, okay? The ability to wait, patience, and slow growth. Seven of Pentacles. Waiting for your plans to bear fruit. So if you're literally waiting on your plans to bear fruit, the things that you have planted, you're definitely going into that Eight of Pentacles energy, learning a new skill. Someone is definitely getting an upgrade, getting a new, getting something new, y'all, getting something new. And this right here, this also, let me tell y'all how this is playing out in my everyday life. And this is outside. This is the green. This is being grounded as well too. This is outside as well too. All of these cards, I think, take place outside. I think all of these cards basically take place outside because they're a very grounding energy. This deck of cards also is about shadow work, because this deck of cards is designed from Haiti. Okay, I got this deck of cards. Every image that is captured on this deck of cards come from Haiti. All right. So this is a lot about what the ancestors have planted for us. This whole deck of cards is about what the ancestors, what we've done, the work we've done in the past, and what our ancestors have planted for us. So this right here represents when you learn patience and you don't disrupt the development of things. An excellent outcome is certain. Wait until the fruits are ripe. Do not gamble away your valuable long-term success for short-term gains, okay? The Eight of Pentacles, learning a new skill. There comes a time when you must just have to accept the risk of failing or going ahead anyways. A simple, natural, and total or ordinary approach to a situation you encountered will bring far better results than any attempt to be smart or special. So look, this is someone putting in ordinary work. All right, this is literally someone putting in ordinary work and not trying to outsmart the system. This is the 9 to 5. This is the day to day. So the reason why someone or something is projecting off to you is because the simple fact is they seen you plant the certain seeds and they know that you're getting ready to reap the rewards of everyday work. Everyday work, baby. Everyday work. I'm gonna pull from this deck right here, and I want to pull on whomever or whatever energy that is distorted. Ooh. Distorted. Okay, there's a distorted energy. Now, this can be your client. This can be your person. This can be your person's friends. This could be a family member. So there is a energy that is not stable that is projecting off to a empath. Okay. And some of us are empaths and we don't know that we're empaths. But if someone has ever cried in front of you and you felt their pain, or someone has ever called you and you get mad because they're upset, like, you're probably 9 times out of 10 an empath, okay? You just haven't labeled yourself. And this is what 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles is saying. That you haven't labeled yourself as gifted and talented, or as, look, gifted and talented. All right, HISD coming through on the cut. Okay, you haven't labeled yourself as gifted or talented. You haven't labeled yourself as a empath. You haven't labeled yourself as a witch or a warlock. You haven't labeled yourself as a high priestess or a high priest. You haven't labeled yourself as a king or a queen for real. You haven't labeled yourself. You haven't said, okay, well, you know what? I'm probably a medium because when this person is in front of me, I'm talking to their ancestors. But, you know, or they want to connect with someone that has passed away. And I seem to have that bridge. I'm seem to be able to bring those messages back. That's a medium. That's a medium. If you connect with ancestors, if you connect with people that have transitioned, that's a medium. That's somebody in between the living and the dead. Like, you just haven't labeled yourself. And that's fine. You don't have to label yourself. That's what the 7 of Pentacles talk about. That's what the 8 of Pentacles. These are ordinary people. These are everyday people. So this energy right here and this right here, pioneer. So it says passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So there is someone that wants to create something, and they just don't know how to do it. They're in the energy. They're ready to give up because they're like, I'm not sure if I can create this. I'm not sure. Look at that, gambler in reverse. This is not a person that wants to take a risk. This is a person that says, well, if the results aren't going to come to me right away, then I'm not going to risk everything that I have. Okay. And then a trickster in reverse. So this person is not playing in your energy in a negative type of way. I'm being real honest. This person is not playing in your energy in a negative type of way. So I don't want you to think that I'm talking negative about them, or I'm saying, oh, someone's playing in your energy and they're intentionally doing it. They don't know that they're doing it. Trickster in reverse. This is someone that y'all ever talk to a Libra, right? If you have a Libra in your life, a Libra sun or either a Libra Venus, just talking to them, they are so quick and witty with their words. Okay, like the way that they talk, you like, you run a game on me, but that's just the way that they are. That's their energy. It doesn't matter where they're raised, how they were born, how they grew up. Just naturally, they have this slick tongue Okay, it's something that they were born with. If you have a Leo in your life, this person shows up like with this sun around them, and they can feel a Leo can feel like a person that has a Leo rising or a Leo sun or Leo Venus. This person will feel like nobody likes me. But every time they walk into a room, people are like, "Oh, the fun is here." That's literally how that's just their energy that they naturally carry. So this person that has this type of energy and is giving Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with this trickster not understanding what they're carrying. Okay, so this person could have a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio moon, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio sun, or Venus energy. Okay, they don't understand the energy that they're carrying. They don't understand that they could project off to other people because there's an energetic leak here. All right, there's an energetic leak here. And it has nothing. Let me be real, because I come across people that don't know that they're spiritually lazy. Okay, I got deja vu right now. Damn. I just got deja vu. I come across people that are spiritually lazy, and they don't realize that they're spiritually lazy. They can say, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, I'm going through this. And then they want to do the simplest things. Like they want to do a candle ritual, simple as a candle, something simple as like, well, I'm going to burn a reverse action candle. No, the reverse action candle is not going to work, because spirit is just going to they're going to bring that situation back up in a different type of way so that it can be resolved again. And what you're going to do, you're going to keep burning candles, keep burning candles, keep burning candles. That's fire energy. What spirit is saying, you know what? You need earth energy. You need to ground this energy. I think that's why I'm pulling these cards out right here. You need to ground this energy. Look. Ooh, prostitute. Baby, I listen. This is someone that is negotiating the power of your spirit, surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Somebody that is doing something simply just for money. Okay? And you know, whenever I get prostitute and I pull these cards, y'all, whenever I get prostitute, this reminds me of people that just, like, it reminds me of like sex workers and stuff, like spiritual sex workers, y'all. This is what it reminds me of. It's like giving out your energy to any and everybody. This has nothing to do with sex. This card coming out, it has nothing to do with sex. It has everything to do with like giving your energy out for the simple fact of money. Somebody has something to gain. Like you have the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and then you have prostitute. Somebody has something to gain from you if you put in the work. Oh my God. They do end up turning into a that's exactly what they end up turning into, and it's so crazy. I'm glad that the word came out. They do end up turning into a spiritual apis, but no, you know what? No. Two different things. Two different things. Thank you so much. Clear. Thank you so much. Clear. Oh goodness. Give me a card here on how I explain this. Delight in the arts without having to be professional alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Okay. So this is, it says the pretense is too much deeper knowledge than you actually pose. So what ends up happening is, and y'all, it says, you end up getting too much knowledge than you actually are supposed to have. So this isn't a, I wouldn't say this is a spiritual rape, apis, right? I wouldn't say this is a spiritual apis, taker. Let me say a spiritual taker. I wouldn't say they're a spiritual taker. What I would say is that they're an energy harvester. They're harvesting. Right here. These cards would have been in reverse. These cards would have been in reverse. This is giving energy with the trickster being in reverse. This is giving energy of like, they don't know, they don't use the words spiritual harvesting. I'm getting like whoever this is that's projecting into your into the energy, right? I'm getting who's ever projecting into the energy, who's trying to make you feel some type of way. They don't know. 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 So this card is not supposed to be in this deck. And I just pulled it. It was in this deck. I just pulled it out. And it says confused as hell. Okay. So this is exactly what it is. No clarity, no labels, and emotional chaos. Right. And it says almost, not yet, maybe, friends. And then it's complete, but it's not complete. It doesn't say complete. Then this is supposed to say gas up here and it say cash up here. So let's read all the way into it. Okay. Let's read all the way into it. Thank you so much, Spirit. Spirit always, listen, Spirit is always going to show us what we need. Thank you so much. The Two of Swords. Yeah, they don't know. They're blind. They're blind. And they're trying to, you know what I'm getting to? Whoever this is, they're trying to figure things out themselves. Okay? They're trying to bring a balance into their relationships, into their, because this is the Two of Swords is a Libra Saturn. Okay? They're trying to find their way through some type of, I'm sorry, it's a Libra moon. They're trying to find their way through some type of difficult situation as well. All right. And it's projecting off onto somebody that's doing the work. It's projecting off into somebody that's doing the work, while you're trying to find your way through some type of situation as well too. So in a relationship, in a partnership, we have two different things that's going on, right? And in a teacher and a student relationship as well, we have two things that's going on. We have someone that's trying to find their way through the work that they're doing, and then we have somebody that's blindfolded, trying to find their way through the work that they're not doing. Okay, so this is actually a teaching moment. This is a big teaching moment about what is happening right now. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. There's a lesson here. What's the lesson? What is the lesson that Spirit wants? And I'm going to get that here. What is the lesson that Spirit wants people that are in the energy? Let me pull my dowser rods up. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right. Thank you so much. Dear Divine, please bless and charge me with the energy to bring balance to my complete being, physically, emotionally. All right, please clear any energy that was previously on the rods. Okay, because I feel something. All right, thank you. That's not going to be here. Thank you. Okay. Oh, we clear. All right, back to center. All right, thank you so much. Do I have permission to douse? All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Back to center. All right, thank you. Is there manipulation in our, is there intentional manipulation in our energy? Is there intentional manipulation in our energy? No. Back to center. Thank you so much. Is there intentional trickster energy in our energy? Intentional? No. Okay, back to center. Thank you so much. Is this a teaching moment? Yes, back to center. They're going to hug me. All right, because they're also telling me that this is a learning moment. Thank you so much. Back to center. Is this a learning moment? Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Back to center. Okay. Do I need 1 card or 2 cards on this moment? Because that's what I picked you up for. 2. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to get our energy, and then I'm going to get the person energy that is in that has you feeling this way. Okay, so I'm going to get our energy, the collective that's watching, and then I'm going to get the energy of whomever or whatever this is. This could be God energy as well too. All right, this can be an ancestor, this could be a spirit guide, this could be anybody else that is trying to teach the collective a lesson. That, and then I'm going to get a connecting card. Okay, so I'm going to get our energy. Thank you so much, Divine. Can I have a card for our energy? The Queen of Brooms. Okay, which is the Queen of Wands. All right. The Knight of Brooms was up under it. Okay. The Knight of Brooms. Both of them fell upright. All right. Now, the Queen of Brooms, right? This is the Queen of Wands. This is all about action. This is about somebody that's ambitious. This is somebody that's determined and that's confident. Okay. Even if you don't feel that right now, I'm going to get a connecting energy, right? But let me get the projected energy off to us. Can I have the projected energy? Can I have the projective energy? The Page of Machetes, okay? Which is the Page of Swords, all right? This is the Page of Swords. This is somebody that is restless. This is somebody that is, they don't have to be physically younger than you, but they want some type of truth, okay? Maybe in their own life, but they are doing any and everything to try to get it. They're ready for battle. So this is somebody that's defensive as well too. And being defensive is not always a bad thing, but this is someone who whose energy is not yet stable. Okay? This energy is steady. All right? This energy is steady. A page, I'm going to be honest, like a page, their energy isn't 100% steady yet because they haven't learned everything that they need. They haven't been through this seven of pentacles to this 8 of pentacles. They haven't been through that. Okay? Give me a connecting energy. Give me a connecting energy between the two. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me a connecting energy between the two. What is to be learned, or what's the connecting energy? Ooh. This is the 9 of Cups. This is the 9 of Cups. So there's an emotional connection here. First of all, there's an emotional connection here. I'm going to only read the 9 of Cups energy. It says emotionally fulfilling situation, delight, pleasure, contentment with what you have, and steady foundation for the future. Enjoy everything you do and everything you eat, everyone you meet, and reward yourself with pure pleasure. So this also talks about self-indulgence and vanity as well too, okay? And then it also talks about luck, compassion, happiness, and satisfaction. So the connection between here, this definitely feels like it's an emotional connection. 1 second, guys. So, this definitely feels like there's an emotional connection here. Guys, I have people in my background, so if you hear anything, just ignore it. Pay attention to me and what I'm talking about, okay? So there's a connecting energy that is here, an emotional connection. So I definitely feel like these are physical people or whatnot, or what's happening is happening in through, I said Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and that's that Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy right here. All right. So they're pushing a energy of satisfaction off. So if you're feeling unsatisfied right now, there's an exchange of energy that's taking place between here. Okay. 9 is a odd number as well. So there's not a even amount of exchange of give and take. Maybe this person only calls you when they're feeling down or when they're feeling some type of way. That's when y'all talking. But there's nothing, like, you don't talk when this person is happy, when this Page of Machetes is happy or whatnot. You're not talking to them. They call you and they depend on the queen. All right. The queen barely sees the page. There's like, there's somebody in between there. There's a knight. Oh yeah. Okay. We had the knight at the bottom of the deck. There's a knight that's in between the status of a page and a queen. There's a knight. There's somebody that travels between the two. Okay. Meaning not travels between the two, but maybe spirit has always kept a distance between you and this page. And now there's some type of, there's some type of celebration that could be coming up that, you know, or there's something that happened. Maybe you experienced, okay. Maybe you experienced some type of, I just heard coordination. I don't know what that, I do know what a coordination is, but I think that's like with, I don't know, like, it's like when you, what is a coordination? That's like a, I don't want to say a dance or something like that, but this a coordination. Like there's some type of initiation. There's some type of ritual that took place where you were upgraded or you were initiated. It could be a spiritual initiation, but I'm getting it's a physical initiation as well too with the queen. Okay. And this I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that this page was invited. I don't think the page was invited. And that's also another thing too, that they feel some emotional type of way to your it's only because there was no work that was done for them to get invited. And they're in the same spot. Like they're in the same spot. Even if someone physically has something more, okay, even if someone physically has something more, because this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy, but it's more of air energy. This queen is Sag, Aries, Leo, Sag. So this is more of a physical elevation. So you could have, listen, even something that's getting a new pet, having a baby, having a new creative adventure, that's an upgrade. Okay, it may be something small or either like a new thought. All right, now you have like this, okay, I'm making progress in the actions and the work that I put in, right? This person, this page of machetes, they could physically look good, okay, because Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, they physically look good, okay, but they have a 999 things in their mind. Is that enough space for you guys? Yeah, it's cool. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get how we solve this problem. This is we're going towards the end. Let's see how we solve this problem. You know, this energy that's being projected to us. How are we solving this, divine? Learn from karma. I can't make it up. Learn from karma. It says learn from karma. Number 18 is significant. So something has happened, all right? And I talked about clearing your karmic debt, that a debt has been paid off, and now we're receiving something. We're receiving from spirit. We're receiving like something back for the pain that we went through, okay? So learn from your karma. Like spirit is gifting you the sun and the moon. They're gifting you the sun and the moon. Don't make the same mistakes, okay? Searching for some type of false truth or whatnot. And this is also, you know, this is also too to the person that is trying to make you feel some type of way. Your karma, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you. Your karma is to teach, okay? The way that you learn from karma is to start walking into your purpose, dharma, DHARMA. Okay, learn from karma. Number 18. Somebody's birthday could be in January or in what's the 8th month? What is the 8th month, y'all? What's the 8th month? August? January or August, right? So it says it's time to balance the scales. Your current experience is a accumulation of karma you have accrued over several lives. Each of these lives have offered you the opportunity to learn, discover, and make choices, create connections, and either evolve or dissolve. You are going through a time where you are being asked to compensate for earlier deeds from this or previous lifetimes. You can either complain about it or act like a victim. Embrace the opportunity to use this experience for greater inner progress while taking the steps towards becoming a more honorable, honest, generous, compassionate, giving person. This is the time to go out of your way to do good deeds for others, no matter how inconvenient. Your family members are karmically connected to you. So you might look at what lessons your family members are karmically connected to you. So you might look at what lessons they are teaching you and what healing you can offer them. This card also provides an opportunity to live in total honesty and integrity. This will require you to constantly check in with yourself and assess whether your actions are based on what you can gain or what you can give. Okay? What you can gain or what can you give? So let's go ahead and ask that question. What can we give to the other person right now? What is it that we can give to the other person? Thank you so much, Spirit. What is it that you... Baby, the 8 of Cups. Walking away from shit that no longer, okay, listen, the 8 of Cups, and in the spirit round, the 3 of Cups. There's somebody that you need to energetically cut off. But let me read the card. Let me read the card. What can we give? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 of Cups. I don't know. So it says transformation and letting go. Something is finished. Something is completing. Whatever it is time to let go of it. Allowing sadness and not trying to hold on. Something greater is awaiting you. New dimensions are there to be discovered. So if someone is projecting their sadness off onto you, and I told y'all it's emotional. It's emotional. You just got to give them some space, okay? You have to give them some space. This could be a student. This could be a friend, a lover, whoever. Give them some space emotionally and let them go through what it is that they're going through. We cannot solve every problem for everybody. These are lifetimes. Everybody is experiencing karma here, okay? I'm experiencing karma. My husband experienced karma. Y'all are experiencing karma. Our partners, our students, everybody is experiencing karma. And we can't solve everybody's problem, especially with the knowledge that is not fully, that hasn't fully transformed into wisdom. We're putting in work. We're putting in work. And if we energetically pick up on this page energy, we're no longer sitting on our throne. We're going down. We're going down. Okay? Give me one last card. I can't make it up. The Empress and Justice. I said one last card, but the Empress and Justice came out. So this right here, baby, the Empress does not come off her throne for nobody. And justice will be resolved. This can have something to do with a marriage. This can have something to do with something rightfully being yours. It could be a Aries Libra. Somebody could be an Aries North Node and a Libra South Node. It can have something to do with the 1st house and the 7th house, okay? All of this energy right here, this just tells me that there's going to be justice for whoever this Empress is, okay? There's going to be justice. I don't know how else to put that, okay? I don't know. I'm talking about I don't know how else to put it. I got a whole lot to say, but you know, something keeps me in balance. The Judge. So only God can judge what's really happening here. Okay. And we already went through our court cases and a lot of us won our court cases. Okay. A lot of us won our court cases. Now, listen to your reading again. Listen to your reading that I put out there about the court cases, because these next couple months, and we're winning our court cases. Let me say that. We're winning our court cases. If anything that is is unfair to you, as long as you stay in this energy right here, Lex, that is giving me the go to stay. Then if listen, baby, it's giving you the go to stay, then stay right here. If this energy right here, if you stay in this energy, this Queen of Brooms, the Empress energy, if you stay right here, and this is fire energy, baby. This is fire energy. You put in that work, you put it in that fire. This energy right here, if you stay right here in this energy, baby, justice is going to be served to whomever it, and it doesn't have to be bad justice. It's just karma. Everybody got to, baby, y'all don't know the karma that I have went through from the shit that I have done in the past lives. I lost my son at 16. I am surrounded by death because I unalived a lot of people in the past life, and God reincarnated me as a medium. He like, oh yeah, you gonna talk to these dead motherfuckers. You gonna talk to them. You're gonna feel the pain that they have. And I do. I just know that I have to put in this Seven of Pentacles and this Eight of Pentacles work. Because at the end of the day, y'all ain't about to jump on me and try to live through me. I don't give a fuck if it was. Only person that can jump in me and live through me is my gods. That's it. I'm doing that work. We doing that work. That's the only type of horse that I'm gonna allow myself to be. Is God can ride my body to the day that I'm up out of here. But baby, these people projecting this unsatisfied ass energy on here, baby. I'm an empath. I'm about to do something. I'm about to go create a bath right now. I'm about to go create a bath for I feel some type of way. And this could be your motherfucking co-workers too. I don't give a fuck. You looking sad, you sad, guess what? This is your karma coming back, playing in your motherfucking face. Saying, you know what? Justice has been served. There's somebody around you that has been calling justice, and it's me. It's me. It's you. It's y'all that's watching this video. This is y'all. Y'all have been calling for fairness your whole motherfucking lives. And baby, sometimes you don't be in the room when people are talking about you. So when they get into justice that they fucking deserve, because they call for breakups over your relationships, because they said, you know what, this is not a good teacher. This person who they think they is trying to teach me something and tell me something, they don't know what they talking about. Well, guess what? God was in that room when they was talking. You wasn't, but God was in that room when they was talking, and they experiencing whatever they experiencing. And you know what? I'm gonna say this too, because this happened to me like a couple weeks ago. I was literally about to help somebody that I know for a fact. I was getting ready to emotionally, spiritually, and financially help somebody that I know for a fact. When I was not in the room, that they was talking about the situation that I went through 3, 4, 5 years ago. Okay? They were talking about that situation. And baby, and like Cardi B say, I cried for 3 years straight. Ain't nobody fucking come for me. And that's fine. It's cool. I didn't need nobody help but God. You get what I'm saying? I didn't need nobody help but my deities. I didn't need nobody help but to do the work myself. This Seven of Pentacles, this Eight of Pentacles, and then I'm going into the Nine of Pentacles and being abundant. I'm just waiting on that to come out. I'm waiting on the whole court cases to play out. That's what we waiting on. We waiting on all of this shit to get served. All of this justice. It's not just one person that I brought for judgment. It's not one person. I brought a whole platform to judgment. And I'm going to be real honest, y'all. I sued Chrysler before. I brought a whole company to justice for judgment, and I won. Why? Because my airbag did not come out of my PT Cruiser when I got into a car accident. So y'all created something that was supposed to protect me. And y'all did not protect me when I got into a car accident. So at the end of the day, I'm going to sue the shit out of y'all. I also sued the person that hit me, but I sued the shit out of Chrysler too. Bitch, I'm not skipping nobody in the motherfucking room. Chrysler getting hit, Allstate got hit, and the person got hit. And I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker got to get deported the fuck up out of here. That's between them and their karma. You shouldn't have been speeding. You shouldn't have been rushing. You shouldn't have had your eyes closed. So don't let nobody take you off of your queen and out of your empress state. And I'm not talking bad about these people, but I'm saying if somebody don't want to do the work, then that's on them. If somebody want to keep trying to play in your energy, We already called judgment and justice on them. And I'm doing that for any and everybody that's around me. My students, my husband, my kids, my leasing office, my motherfucking kids that's in the ancestral round. And I'm saying kids, y'all, because I got a baby that's over there, then I got another baby that's over there, okay? I'm calling justice for everybody around me because that's what the Empress does. She is a mother. She is protective. This is what that true energy is. And just because you don't call yourself an empress, just because you don't call yourself a high priestess or a high priest or an emperor or a god or a king or a goddess, just because you don't label yourselves, because we already talked about that, not labeling yourselves. Just because you don't label yourself as those, that doesn't mean that God don't see who you truly are. That doesn't see, that divine doesn't see who you truly are. Stop playing. Okay, y'all? All right, I'm done. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. Let me ask the Dowser something real quick, okay? Thank you so much, okay? Yes, okay. They're saying yes to me. Okay, back to center. Is there anything else that I need to address here? Is there anything else that needs to be addressed? Thank you so much. Back to center. Okay. All right, God. Whew. I just heard justice is the emperor. Justice is the emperor. Justice is the emperor. Justice is stability. Okay? Justice is stability. All right? And that's on God. That's it. All right. Thank you so much, Divine. And I'm going to ask my Dowser one more thing too. One more thing. Thank you so much. And this is for Amazing Grace. Thank you so much. Would it be an Amazing Grace? In Amazing Grace, I know you give me permission to Dows. I know you do. If you don't, your higher self. Would it be in her best interest to get off of YouTube? Would it be in her best interest to get off of YouTube? The answer is no. Thank you so much. Would it be in her best interest to leave her platform? Would it be in her best interest to leave her platform? No. Thank you so much. And should she continue to teach? Would it be in her best interest to teach the collective? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. And they're going to give me a hug. And this is from Spirit to you. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. I got to go get ready. Oh, and they're pointing. Okay. So they're actually pointing at my black cat. Okay, I'm talking about my black cat. They pointing at Ace ass. Okay, yes. Okay, so it's something about a familiar. All right, and you know what's up with that black cat, but they pointing over there at Ace ass. Okay, all right, and they're pointing outside now. All right, thank you so much. All righty, and my altar. Okay, now they're pointing at the altar that's behind me. Thank you so much. Yes. No, ma'am. You are denied to depart. Okay. Okay. Access denied. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So that is the message, guys. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all know I got to get to work on time. So, I will talk to y'all later. Actually, tonight, I'm going, maybe tonight. I don't know. If not tonight, I'm going to do it on Thursday. I have a live coming up where I'm going to teach you guys how to use your divination tools. And so your divination tools don't get hijacked. I'm going to be talking about tarot cards. I'm going to talk about Dowser and I'm going to talk about pendulums. Those are the only 3 divination tools I'm going to talk about. Is tarot cards, oracle cards, pendulums, and the Dowser rods. Okay. Those are the only divination tools that I use in my intuition, but I'm going to teach you guys how to cleanse your decks properly and also put them into alignment with different types of spirits and deities, okay? So I love you guys, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. Have a wonderful day on purpose, and stay prayed up. I put a mantra inside of the community tab, and then I also put the I love y'all, I love you. Listen, I love you. I love all y'all, but I love you. Okay. I put a mantra inside of the community tab, and then I also put the games of life and how to play them. Y'all, when I opened up that thing, I got chills right now. When I opened that up, it started at chapter 3. So I think chapter 3 may be with somebody, and then I started it over. I've listened to it a few times in my life. I don't finish it all in one go. I jump around with it. Okay. And when they talking about certain things like divination tools and all that stuff, that's knowledge. I'm in wisdom. I'm with God energy. I'm God conscious. Y'all in God consciousness. So take it how it resonates and leave it how it does. Okay? And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay? Yes. Send it to your man so he can listen to it independently too. I sent it to my man too. Like, listen to this on your own. Sometimes they need to listen to shit on their own and then repeat it. Okay? They be feeling like it's homework when we give it to them. But I'm like, here, listen to this on your own. Okay? So I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all.